Welcome back everyone for another fast meal prep hack, and today what we're going to do is go ahead and create a fast meal with tofu, okay? There's different ways you can use tofu because the thing about tofu is that it doesn't really have a taste. So when it comes to adding different type of flavors, it actually just absorbs those flavors and then you get what you get. So what we're going to do now is make an Indian version of tofu with veggies, okay? It's going to be really high in protein, low in carbs. So if you're an individual that's trying to burn some fat and you need some low carb dieting, this is the best video to watch right now, especially if you're looking for some type of variety into your food. So with that said, like every meal prep video that I make, everything is in real time so you can know how fast it actually takes when creating these meals, okay? So let's go ahead and start. So the first thing I'm going to do is right here on my kitchen stove, I'm going to go ahead and place it on medium heat, all right? Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the refrigerator. Let me go ahead and flip this around for you guys so you can see me digging for some of the ingredients that I actually need. So first I'm going to grab some garlic because garlic is always great to have. One of the big flavors I'm going to use to really give the tofu more flavor is mango sauce, okay? You can get this from Trader Joe's, okay? And when you look in the back, it's really low in carbohydrates. You're looking at 2 tablespoons for 2 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbohydrates, and 0 protein, okay? So this is something that you can really do, and we're going to actually measure out so we can't overdo it when it comes to the sauce, all right? Now we're going to go ahead and go underneath the fridge, grab some of these other ingredients as well. We're going to go ahead and get the sprouted tofu. This is something new that I've been using just because sprouted tofu is actually a little bit better than your regular extra firm tofu, okay? From what I've seen in some articles written online is that it said when you get the sprouted tofu, it has less chemicals in it, okay? Now, I don't know this 100% for sure, but I want to tell you the truth, it does taste a little bit better, all right? So we're going to go ahead and go back down into the fridge and grab some extra ingredients as well. So what we're going to do is go ahead and grab some grape tomatoes, okay? And then also some onions, all right? I already have a half an onion already chopped up in here as well. And I think for now, that is it, okay? And, oh, one more thing, some mixed vegetables, okay? Now, this is something a little bit different that I like to use. This is the stir-fry vegetable. It's 100% organic. You can get this at Whole Foods, okay? Now, when it comes to frozen vegetables, I want to tell you the truth, it's higher in nutrients, okay? Compared to not cooked vegetables, but compared to raw veggies because they do a flash freeze when they first pick them out. But I want to tell you the truth, we're going to throw them in a pan anyway, so it's going to lose a little bit of nutrients. But when it comes to certain vegetables, let's say when it comes to tomatoes, when you actually cook tomatoes, you actually gain more nutrients, all right? So it's a give and take depending on certain types of nutrients, but I want to tell you the truth, it really doesn't matter because when it comes to the volume of vegetables that you actually eat throughout the day, you're going to get a lot of nutrients anyway. So it's all about moderation and eating tons of vegetables, okay? Let me make sure this camera is already leveled up to the kitchen, which it is, okay? And now what we're going to do is go ahead and prep some of these foods. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out my knife and get just something a little bit smaller, okay, for cutting these things open. Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pour out the water, okay? The reason I want to pour out this water is just because this tofu is already wet, okay? It's not like my extra firm tofu that I use usually in other videos before in the past. This is a little bit different. So most tofus usually come like this, like in some type of packet soaked in water, okay? Now, in previous videos, I did say do not pour the water out because you do lose some of the nutrients out of this. But for this particular tofu packet, there's so much water and the tofu is really wet that, you know, I just want to go ahead and do that anyways. Pour out some of the water because it's already wet. And, you know, when we're defrosting these vegetables, this is actually going to add more nutrients. Not nutrients, but add more water to the food. And then with the sauce as well, we don't want the sauce to be too watery, okay? And because that's just going to give it a watery taste, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead, place that there, and to actually speed up the way to cook, I'm going to go ahead and use a potato smasher and smash that in there, okay? Make it like more of a scramble because it's easier to eat, okay? This is why it's, now you can chop, for this particular meal, you can chop it up in blocks if you want to, but if you really want to have a faster, when it comes to the flavors, for the flavors to actually go into the tofu a lot faster, I suggest just smashing it, okay? Now, what we're going to do now is go ahead and open this up, and we're going to get some measuring cups and put some of the frozen food in here now. We're going to do about 2 cups of veggies, mixed veggies, all right? I can't find my full cup of food, my cups, and I don't have time for that, so we're just going to estimate this out, okay? So when it comes to vegetables, there's really no wrong way of having too much, okay? This is about 2 cups, all right? I'm just going to estimate about since I don't have my my cup with me right now. So we're going to put that in there so we get a lot of our micronutrients, our vitamins and minerals. And we're going to use some garlic because for some reason, no matter what you put in any dish, garlic just kind of like just boosts up the flavors, okay, when it comes to savory foods. So we're definitely going to use that as well. Go ahead and throw this away. This is the end of that. And I like getting the chopped up, miced organic garlic because it's fast, easy, okay? Like I said, it's a fast, easy meal prep. Going to take us just a few minutes to go ahead and cook this. I'm going to go ahead and cover this. I got a handful of grape tomatoes. This is about like equivalent to 6 or 7 grape tomatoes. And just like all my videos, I will equal up all the macronutrients, okay? So y'all can know the macros of this. But I want to tell you this already, it's already low because we're only using a lot of vegetables for the carbs. So it's nothing to really worry about, all right? So what we're going to do is go ahead and chop this in half. And like I said before, this type of, when we cook tomatoes, we actually gain more nutrients, okay? Not all vegetables and fruits, when you actually cook them, because tomato is considered as a fruit, we lose nutrients. It's not always like that, all right? For some, like I said before, some vegetables and fruits, when you cook them, you actually gain, okay? So not everything you think is what you think, all right? This is all already chopped up. We're going ahead and just add this in here. And then what we're going to do now is go ahead and grab our chopped onion, okay? I already chopped in. So what I want to do is go ahead and chop off the ends first, all right? And then we're going to peel this top layer, all right? So you get, and this is a white onion. I do have some purple onions as well. You can use those as well if you really want to, okay? It really doesn't matter, all right? Onions. Now, go ahead and chop this up. And if y'all don't know, one of the reasons I really like using onions a lot, because onions has tons of potassium in it, okay? And potassium is an amino acid that actually helps with building muscle, okay? So this is why I like eating tons of onions. It's really good for your body, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and add those chopped onions in there, all right? And everything is pretty much ready to go. Turn up the heat just a tiny bit so we can speed up that time, all right? Now, while we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and put most of this stuff away, because the best thing about meal preps is definitely having a fast kitchen that's actually gonna help up when it comes to your cleanup time, all right? So while I'm putting things away, just stand by really quick. And as well, I also forgot to add in some mushrooms, okay? So definitely forgot about that. I want to go ahead and add some more vegetables to my plate. So I'm going to go ahead and add some mushrooms, because mushrooms is very high in vitamin D, okay? So definitely want to get some of that in there, especially if you're an individual who works inside the office a lot, don't get a lot of sunshine from the sun itself, so you definitely want to go ahead and boost up your vitamin D intake. And I'm not going to say just stick with supplements. You know, I'm telling you, the real food right here is going to give you a lot more vitamins and minerals, and it's going to also increase the absorption rate as well. So let me go ahead and put this mushroom away. All right, rinse these mushrooms off. All right, and go ahead and chop those up. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and add that in. Now with these mushrooms, when I chop them up, I did make them pretty simple, just one slice, okay? Don't do anything too crazy with these mushrooms. And as you can see, I'm not that great with the knife either, so that's why I don't struggle with it. So just chop them up, throw it in there, all right? I'm not no big expert with using these knives. I just don't want to get my finger cut, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and rinse these knives off. don't want to cut veggies, clean veggies. All right. Now, while this is cooking, we're going to go ahead and mix this up periodically, okay? So everything can get cooked, because we have the frozen vegetables, we have some raw vegetables in there. So you want to definitely mix it up a little bit so everything can get, so the heat can definitely defrost whatever needs to be defrosted and get a balance in that when it comes to heat, okay? So now, I want to turn up the heat just a little bit more because I feel like that we can cook this a lot faster, okay? Now, we'll rinse off some of my utensils, wipe off whatever I need to wipe off, all right, while this is cooking. And then what you can do is, while you're waiting for this to warm up, you can go ahead and plug in your macronutrients. And that's what's something I'm going to do really quick. Let me look at the time. We have 4 minutes left, so this has to be really quick. It really has to cook a lot faster, all right? Because we only have 15 minutes in this video, okay? Like I said, everything is in real time. So I want to try to utilize this time as best as possible, all right? So let me go back here, all right? Turn up the heat even more. We're going to turn up that heat because we need to hurry up when it comes to this cooking, all right? And things are defrosting, but we definitely need to speed it up since we only have a couple minutes left, all right? Now, while I'm waiting, we're going to go ahead and grab the mango sauce, okay? And start counting how many we're going to pour in here, okay? So with this mango sauce, shake it up a little bit. This is 100% vegan, okay? And this is how I count it. Just get a tablespoon, start pouring it in there, okay? 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 6, 5, and 6, okay? I think 6 is more than enough. All right? And we're going to go ahead and start mixing that in. And what I'm going to do after, I'm going to show y'all how it looks like from here once I finish mixing this up, all right? And the best thing about this meal is, since it's so big, you can always split it into other meals as well, okay? Now, with 6, we're looking at, what I said, 2 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 12 grams, okay, which is really nothing, all right? Now we're going to cover this up. Turn it on high because we don't have that much time left. Let me see how much time. We got 2 minutes, all right, to make sure this really cooks up. Now we have our plate ready. And like I said before, if you want to meal prep, you can use these meal prep boxes right here. All right, this is what I like to use, is these meal prep boxes for any type of extra food, okay? And then during this time, you can always start plugging in your meal plan. I'm not going to do it in this video just because I don't want to leave y'all, all right? So I'm just going to keep on checking periodically. Things are looking better now. Yes. Let's look at here. I want to take y'all right here, show y'all. So as you can see, this is how the food looks like, okay? And that's it, man. That's pretty much it. Now, I want to tell you the truth. There's some stuff that still needs to defrost, but pretty much this is just going to take maybe a couple more minutes, okay? Just to defrost. I did talk a little bit longer in the beginning of the video, but y'all get the point, okay? But this is how you make a like an Indian version of tofu scramble. Not even a tofu scramble, but I don't even know what to call it. Tofu with mango sauce, okay? Tofu mango sauce with mixed veggies. Now, there's a little bit of things I am going to add to this, and it's going to be some nutritional use, okay? Get some of that B12, and also maybe some parsley as well. No, not parsley. Yeah, parsley. We'll just a little bit of parsley because the parsley has actually helps with detoxifying the blood. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of that. But with that said, all right, I made a mistake and add dill weed. Still add some flavor.